Back, everybody, in the Gazette Radio Hour. Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Cruz hometown station, with our special guest, Councilman Tim Ben Boyston. Finishing up real quick, gentlemen.
Councilman, real quick, how come this hasn't been on the agenda, and how come nobody's talking about this except you?
Well, it hasn't been on the agenda because it's kind of a done deal. And when I say that, I mean that the city is putting out press releases talking about naming Laemmle Theater, and they are in an exclusive negotiation period now for 180 days, wherein they're trying to do the deal. They say, we want to do the deal. So several of the council people, at this time anyway, are saying that they think this is a good allocation of our resources. And so that's why there's not anything else. I'm bringing it up because I don't think it is. My background in real estate says this downtown can work more like Montrose, a little lower density, very funky. That's good. It is going. We are being successful. I know that because we have parking issues at my end of this street in the business that we have down at the Kane Theater Guild. So
what goes against my grain, I'm sorry to interrupt, is I know there's two other guys. I shouldn't have said guys. I didn't mean to say that. There's two other people on the council that I know to be conservatives type thinkers. Doesn't this go against conservative type thinking?
I cannot speak for or against any other council people or what they believe. I can tell you about my beliefs. My beliefs are that there's never been in the world, ever in history, any system of government that produced as much wealth and lifted so many people out of poverty as capitalism. And no, not unfettered, not uncontrolled capitalism, but capitalism is based upon people making economic decisions on what they can do to create a profit and whether it's worth it for them to take a risk. And what this basically does is diminishes the risk for someone, and it says, the government says, you're a winner, oh, you guys are not.
All right, so how do people get involved? How do people contact you or the city council to put this on the agenda so at least they can be heard?
Absolutely. They come to a city council meeting in open...
that's a lot to ask. Have you been to those city council meetings?
Is there an easier way?
Come at 6 o'clock. You can email all the other council people.
Okay, there you go.
And the city manager, who can put this on the agenda if he wishes, because he has more power than the council, any individual council person, because he puts anything he wants on the agenda. But the council, it takes three of us to put it on the agenda, something I'm not happy about, and in most cities it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
But here in this particular city, that's our rules at this time. So I need two other council people. So if you email other council people, or if you make it publicly known by coming to the council and saying, I would at least like this plan to be considered, an alternative plan to this to be considered, and really look at the merits, because that's what government's about.
That's exactly
It's limited resources. We have limited resources, and we got to ask ourselves, what is more important? You know,
Good point.
And are some of these things more important than not, just being able to save some people from driving over the hill to see a movie elsewhere?
All right, Councilman Tim Ben Boyston, everybody, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you, gentlemen. You have a good afternoon.
You too.
I really appreciate it, and
we'll see you.
Keep the ball rolling.
We'll see you at Scrooge. All right.
Oh, you see me at opening night there, John.
I was thinking the city council meeting. Oh, you fell right for that one. That was good.
All right, folks, we're going to jump right from local politics to national. Our national correspondent's on the line, Mr. Robert Patrick Lewis. Sir, are you there?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Sir, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
So there's not much to talk about because there's not much going on, right? Would you agree?
Yeah, of course. Nothing at all.
Coordinated terrorist attacks. Isn't that a cool one? First of all, a silly question. How hard is it to bring down an airplane?
How hard is it to take it down or to defend it?
To take it down.
Not very hard at all. I mean, it's a pressurized thing. So if you can get a hole in the fuselage somewhere, the captains have they have an anti-decompression mask that they can put on the second that happens, so they can stay awake. But if it's strong enough and it brings the turbulence in there, you could essentially bring down the entire thing.
Wow, scary. Fortunately, I was flying to Key West when we found out, and I was like, I don't think too many terrorists are going to be bombing a plane that goes to Key West or anything.
So, Robert Patrick,
you never know. People have fun in Key West, and they just hate them.
Oh, really? Oh, that's why I'm not going to vote for the terrorists.
Robert, when we were texting back and forth trying to get ready for the show to have you on, I mean, there was so much going on, but you had one point you wanted to bring up related to the piece you wrote in the Gazette this week?
Which point? I mean, there's so many different points, but
you decide.
I mean, I don't know. My big point about the Starbucks thing, the Starbucks cup.
Oh, the cup.
I wrote for the Gazette this week is there's so many things going on in the world. Honestly, like Starbucks, it's not a religion, it's not a government agency. It's a corporation that exists in multiple countries that are inhabited by people with multiple religions. At least they're doing a festive color for Christmas. Right?
Robert, okay, I'm going to interrupt, and I do this with the utmost respect because you're a Green Beret. However, who really complained? Have you heard anybody complain?
And that's a lot of the big part. And that's, again, as a libertarian, it really kind of hurts me to say this, but I think at some point we may have given people too much freedom.
Yeah.
When you have social media and the ability for any idiot, and this is one idiot, to put something up there, and they have their own little diatribe.
He's probably he's high-fiving his friends going, I created all this whole big thing because I complained. I put it on Facebook. It's awesome.
I don't think we have to worry about the friends part. He's got anything.
I've read every piece I've read on this is defending Starbucks and how it's not a big deal and how to get around it. And I never really heard anybody complain about the red cups that don't say
except for the media.
Exactly. That's my point.
It was a media contrived controversy. It's completely contrived. There's no reality to it, but still, it was a huge talking point. It became a social media blitz, right? Even though there's not really any truth behind it, and that's the problem: is that anybody out there can put something up on social media, and if it becomes viral, it's going to get picked up by the news at some point, and then they're going to start talking about it. And there's so many things going on in the world; it really does not matter.
What's your take on what happened at the University of Missouri?
I'm kind of disgusted. So it's very easy for people to hide things, and it's very easy for people to be misinformed and make something viral. So the guy that started this whole deal, the graduate student that went on the hunger strike and started this whole let's cry about white privilege again, his dad makes $8 million a year. He's the CEO or the president of a private rail company there in Missouri, and he's claiming about white privilege. And his dad makes $8 million a year. Like that. Come on. And, of course, they don't want to put that out because that's going to destroy the story that a lot of these completely liberal media outlets have been talking about for the last week. And it just completely destroys their point. So, you know what? Let's just hide that. Let's keep that hidden.
But what about the fact that they were able, these kids, these 20, 21-year-old kids were able to get a university president to resign, professors to resign, football coaches quitting.
And the chancellor. Yeah, well, that's... it is scary. Dennis Prager, I love Dennis Prager. He talks about this quite often, how the academic system in the United States, higher education has been hijacked by the left. And it's not, it's the ultra, you can't even just call them liberal because they're so far to the left of the spectrum. It's disgusting. But that is where our youth that are going to be trained to be the leaders of tomorrow, that's where they're being taught, and they're being indoctrinated. There is no other way to put it. They're being completely indoctrinated by just the most disgusting, ridiculous of concepts, and this is the result.
All right, so you watched the debate, I'm sure.
Yeah, parts of it. I really,
it worked. It was really good for me because I needed to fall asleep, and I was on Key West time, and it worked out really well.
The problem is, me, I tend to get worked up over things, and so when Marco Rubio said, welders make more than philosophers, so we should stop making philosophers. That's when you just go, dude, come on.
Yeah.
And can we fire you? Because you need to get fired for saying something stupid like that.
No, we can't fire him yet. To me, what struck me is I'm still of the opinion that we might need 3 presidents.
I think, and I was completely honest, I think they should have a cage match to the death. Because they're not going to win on brains at this point.
Wait a minute, that's not fair. I'm a Ted Cruz guy.
I sort of kind of liked Rand Paul's point, where it's like, how could you say you're conservative when you want to spend $1 trillion on defense?
Right.
Well, and that's the problem, is that the entire idea of what makes a Republican died. It's completely gone. It used to be, I want smaller government. I don't want the government to have anything to do with my life or any of my personal decisions. And now it's, we want a small government, except for the trillions of dollars we're going to increase in defense spending because we own those stocks, and we're going to we are still allowed to use insider trading as politicians in America. You'll go to jail. We as just peons and peasants will go to jail if we ever do insider trading, but it's completely legal for them, and that's why they make so much money. So they don't want us to look at anything like that.
All right.
They don't want us to ever worry about it.
Real quick, my co-host John here he's kind of dubious about thinking a wall could be built and we could deport 12 million people.
We can have a wall with sharks with lasers on them.
So I saw a thing where I think it was Arizona or New Mexico tried to crowdfund building a wall. They tried to crowdfund $50 million, Kickstarter or something like that, and they're $49.7 million short.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Eminent domain is going to work really. What you should do is we should all buy land on the border, and then when the federal government comes around, we could just raise the price, and it would cost a lot of money. But all right, so Robert, I'm going to give you an assignment. We're going to talk to you next week. We got to go, but I'm going to give you an assignment. I want you to find something I should be happy about. Okay?
Something you can be happy about.
On an international political scale, your job is to find something that's going to make me happy. Okay?
Well, hey, apparently every guy that wants to take a shower in the girls' locker room.
Oh, no. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
To be happy about.
No, you got a week to find something a feel-good story from our international correspondent.
Good one, Mr. Lewis. Good one. All right, Robert Patrick Lewis, everybody.
Way to do that.
There you go.
Thanks for your time, sir.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll talk to you next week. All right, it is now we got something to make me feel good.
Let's go.
Football time.
We're running out of time here.
We'll do it quick. You gonna do the standings real quick?
Oh, yeah, where is it?
Standings real quick, because I'm not in last place. That's all that matters.
Do we have Brandon Myrie on the line yet, our resident football expert?
Do we really need Brandon Myrie on the line? We don't need him on the line.
Mr. Myrie is present.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Yeah.
he's still in first place.
You guys-
But anyway.
I don't know how low you can get right now. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, I go undefeated the first week. You kick me out of the studio.
Hey, we took a vote.
We can't handle other people's success.
I'm still in first place, and now what is this you're doing this week? Tell me what you're doing.
We'll get to that in a minute. Let's
Let's do the standings real quick.
real quick.
Mr. Football is tied for last place with John Rogers. Is both 17 and 14. Doug Sutton is in second or third place, whatever way you want to count it, with 18 and 13. But Mr. Kyle Jellings, the station manager here at KHTS, moved into a first-place tie with Brandon Myrie because he went 5-0 last week.
Hey,
Hi.
And they're both 19 and 12.
hey, Brandon.
Just call me Kyle the Greek.
Brandon. You know something? You're sucking up to the wrong people. You need to be kissing up to the host of the show, not the station manager. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there.
I teach the guys how to push the buttons.
All right,
so
well,
I
we
could
just-
very easily turn off your microphones.
True. Could you please?
All right, we got 7 minutes, John.
All right, 7 minutes. What we decided to do this week, because the games are horrific, we're going to pick with a spread there, Brandon. So you're going to have to deal with this, okay?
Boo.
Oh, really? Come on.
Nah, I'm with Brandon on
Would
this
anybody here pick Houston to beat Cincinnati on Monday night?
one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You both take Houston, and we won't do it against the spread. How's that, gentlemen? And
I can't do that. The thing is, okay, here's the thing, though. A primetime game, it makes me think about it, though.
Well, you can think about it with an
Makes me think
11-point
about it.
spread,
Yeah,
can't you?
okay. All right,
See what I'm saying? That's
All right,
the
here we
point.
go. Let's go. First game we have is New Orleans at Washington. John, you
course.
said no picks on this.
This is a pick. This is a pick'em game,
All
so
right, I'm
it doesn't
going-
really matter.
Brandon, what are you going? New Orleans at Washington without the points.
Without the points?
No, it's a pick'em game. It's an even game. The points are
All
there,
right.
Doug.
All right.
There's no point
Were
spread.
they playing at Washington?
Correct.
New Orleans at Washington.
I'm going to go with the Redskins.
Crazy. Okay, Kyle.
Wow.
I'm going to go with who dat?
Okay,
Who is that? That's what we're asking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. That's my bad.
I'm going New Orleans. John.
Hail to the Redskins.
All right. So is
victory.
Justin going to pick for Mr. Football?
Yeah,
Well,
Justin. Yeah, tell Justin to
I
pick.
have Mr.
No, we'll let Justin pick.
Well, what does he have first?
He has New Orleans.
He'd be wrong because the Skins are going to win this game.
All right, there you go. Well,
All right.
we'll put Hans down for. He's not here, so we
All
can
right,
pick
here we
for him.
go. New England at the Giants. New England in New Jersey playing the Giants.
New England is a 7-point favorite, gentlemen. So that means that it's already 7-0 the Giants before the game even starts. In case those you don't know the point spread, I could explain it even simpler if you'd like, Kyle.
If you could, yeah. Can you explain it a little simpler?
Probably not.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh, you know what? That means does Brandon or me go first?
Well, he went first.
Because I'm in first place.
He went first last time. Now you go first. We're alternating.
I think New England covers.
So New England's going to win by more than 7 points.
I think they win by 7.5 points.
Ooh, that extra point is half good. All right, Brandon, you're up.
I think it's going to be less than 7 points.
So you are taking the Giants. Doug?
I guess.
I win by as many fingers as JP.
Yeah, that's how it works.
All right, I'm taking. Based on the spread, I'm going Giants. John?
You all are all crazy. New England's going to blow them out.
I know, man. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Okay.
Wait. But did you guys not forget who Bill Belichick's kryptonite is?
Oh, gosh.
Come on now.
The Giants in the Super Bowl. That's who his kryptonite.
Yeah, that's about his kryptonite.
You
On
gotta
a lucky
take the
catch.
points.
On
All right,
a lucky
so
catch.
Mr.
All right.
Football substitute, who you going with?
We will take the points.
Wow.
Take the
So
Giants.
far, just for kicks, Mr. Football is like you're 0-2 with Mr. Football. Throwing that out there, right? Hans might be a little bit upset with us, but
All right,
well.
now we have Minnesota at Oakland.
Unbelievable that this is probably the best game of the week.
And Oakland is favored.
How you bite your tongue? So this is the first Raider game we've picked.
Oakland up by 3 is the pick.
Oakland is up. Oakland is a 3-point favorite in a game.
Really? Good heavens.
Wow.
No, I think
That's because it's in Oakland.
Oh, no,
Vegas-
this is Brandon first. Brandon's going first.
Brandon's first.
So it's 3-0 Oakland. What are you going?
I'm going for Minnesota.
Yeah.
Kyle?
I'm the same.
Winning.
I'm going Oakland.
I love my Raiders, but
It's at Oakland.
It is at Oakland.
Adrian Peterson says hello. I'm going Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Okay.
be. He's good for 3 points.
Mr. Football?
The Rams knocked Teddy Bridgewater out of the game last week. Remember that, guys.
he's in the game. He
They
passed
not
it.
okay.
He'll
He
be
passed
playing.
the concussion protocol.
So you're going.
Okay.
You're going Oakland.
We're gonna take the Raiders.
Wow. You're
right.
you and Mr. Football
I love
are,
this.
are.
All right,
are
this is the
together.
game of the week. It's Sunday Night Football. It's Arizona Cardinals at Seattle.
Oof.
Seattle's favored by 3 points.
Now the
Wow.
interesting thing is 3 points for a home team is about standard. So
Yeah,
it's basically.
I'm gonna go. I think Arizona. I'm going Arizona.
Ooh, an upset.
I think they're going to shake some stuff up right now. I
Brandon?
think Arizona wins this game.
Arizona.
Wow.
Copycat.
Doug, how could you?
Seattle.
No, you
No, I have to.
fair weather fan
I want
loser punk person.
I
You.
want to win this contest.
I want to win the
I
contest.
wanna win.
I'm going to pick Seattle that way. That way, if Arizona wins, I can go, yay, they won.
Yeah,
But I
and
lost my
that's
bet in the silly little
Exactly.
pool. But that way, if Seattle wins, I can see, I told you so, but I won my little pool, and I'm really disappointed. Pick Arizona,
No,
wimp.
you're on to me. All right, here we go.
Seattle. Moving on.
He publishes the paper. You can do whatever.
What does Mr. Football say?
Mr. Football picked, for what it's worth, you can decide to overrule him. He took Seattle as well.
He would be right.
Okay.
Look at this guy.
Wow, now
he's
you're
a huge Seattle Seahawks.
Now
fan
he's kissing
Love
up. Now he's kissing up to Mr. Football. He's
All right, gentlemen, we've got 2 minutes left. The game of the week, which is the stinker of the week, is Monday Night Football, Houston at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's an 11-point favorite,
Yes.
gentlemen. 11 points.
11 points.
That's a lot of points.
Oh, no. that's-
Brandon, you're a
you gotta
Bengal
go with
fan.
Houston.
You grew up in Cincinnati,
I
right?
know. I don't see them winning by more than 11. So that means I pick Houston? Is that
That
how
means
that
you pick
works?
Houston. Exactly.
Kyle?
All right.
I pick
I'm
you.
picking
I
Houston.
kind of want to pick Cincinnati just so I have a different pick than Brandon. Because I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna pick Cincinnati. I think chances. It's
You're giving
Now
that
you
point.
got to
tough.
remember, it's in Cincinnati.
It's in Cincinnati.
The game is it's going to be.
I
Cincinnati.
know, that's why I'm going.
No, you're right.
I'm going Cincinnati.
You got a
I'm on to
dome,
Cincinnati.
You got a dome team playing outside on the 8 o'clock at night.
On to
so-
Cincinnati.
Actually, it's not really a dome. It's kind of a retractable roof, but that's okay. That's okay.
Right. He's thinking Arizona.
Wow.
You got to forgive him for that.
We got Doug the Greek. It's more like Doug the Geek.
I'm going Cincinnati. John?
Cincinnati's covering the spread.
Yeah.
Man, Andy Dalton is not good
I know.
in prime time.
That's my issue. That's my main issue.
But that defense, you got to go with Cincinnati.
11 points.
Really? You going Cincinnati?
No,
11 points
no.
is tough.
The key is
But-
that defense against Houston's offense.
Offense is terrible.
Yeah.
They're terrible. No Arian Foster.
No, yeah, no.
They have a quarterback. Do they have
Okay.
a quarterback?
I don't
I'm changing
know.
subject.
I'm sure somebody stands under the
I'm
sun.
changing subject. The college game of the week is Oklahoma at Baylor.
Oh, Baylor Bears. Definitely.
Yeah, I got Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor.
Baylor's
going
going to score 800 points.
That's not
Pick
good.
me a better.
The problem is Brandon
Baylor
getting hit by a
fans down there.
train. Brandon, you gonna get hit by a train? Did you get hit by a train or something? All right, gentlemen, it's been a
You know
pleasure.
what? If I come up out of first place this week, that'll be the reason. Okay?
You got hit by a train. All right, we'll give you that one. All right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It's been fun. It's good to be back. Well, I don't know. We'll talk.
All right.
All right, you listen to the Gazette. You listen to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220. Thanks to all our guests. We'll be back next week.
See ya.